Welcome to the Air It Out Show.
Chino
With them Air It Out girls. Hey, listen up, listen up, listen up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back one more again.
Yes.
Air It Out, Air It Out, Air It Out Show. If you've been watching us, you know that we've been very busy.
Yes,
today.
yes.
Okay, that's why we're still wearing the same clothes.
Yes, yes.
We didn't wake up and do this, you know, that just wasn't it.
No.
Okay, so we have.
Who we had?
We have the 21st century.
Oh my goodness!
Jermaine Rosser of Maine's World 365.
Maine's World?
Maine's World.
Party
Maine's
time!
World.
Party time! Excellent! Oh!
Okay, so if you guys don't know who 21st Century is, because that seems to be what he prefers to be called.
All right.
He is a video host.
Okay.
He's also a writer. He wrote this book, The Innocent Seeds of Gods, and so we'll ask him about this. And he's also a writer. I understand that he has a film on the background. We all have a little something.
Multi-talented.
Yeah.
So he's okay. Let me just get this straight. He's a writer.
Yes.
He's a poet.
Yeah.
He has his own show.
Yes.
And I hear he has awesome swag.
Right.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
And with that said, let's get a little piece of the swag.
Yes.
Let's watch him as he walks through the door.
Okay.
All right, let's get it going. All right. Okay.
So the 21st century is coming through, wearing all black, dressed in all black.
Yes. Welcome to the show.
Okay.
All right. He came ready, swag proof.
Yes.
We don't want you to have your all right, there we go. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you.
Wow. So, 21st century. What's going on with you? What brings you to Air It Out Show?
First off, I want to thank y'all for having me.
Okay.
Maine's World 365 brought me to the show, but before that, it was a show called Street Line that I was a part of that put me in this position, and then even before that was my poetry.
All right. So a lot of people might not know about your poetry because they're seeing you on your web show doing your thing.
Right.
When did you start writing?
I started writing like 2004. It was like New Year's Eve, and I was going through a lot of stuff. So I decided to write about it. I was like, I can't live like this.
Right.
That was my first ever poem, and it just came out like magic. From that point on, I just 100 poems.
Do you remember that poem?
Don't remember that poem, but I remember other poems.
All right.
Okay.
You want to spit a little something?
Absolutely.
All right.
What you want to hear though?
Just something to inspire the people that maybe want to do something with their life. Go into
So
it.
let me talk to the streets then.
All right.
Goes like this. Half the things I say are quotes from the Bible. We emulate what we see as the title. The evolution is no progression, it's a cycle. And all day and time is scary, so listen to the story, cause I'm a visionary. It's like seeing a young lady watching a mom sleeping with a bunch of men. She'll do it cause her moms didn't have a game plan to begin. Or a young man watching his pops beating up women. He'll grow up doing it cause that's the only way with arguments he'll end up winning. Or watching your parents selling drugs, the kids will either sell it or use it, cause that's a cry for help and there's no one there for love. Or if you do have both parents, but they don't pay you any attention, the hustlers, pimps, and killers can relate and will listen. The streets is my only teacher. I can't go to the house of God without money for my priest and preaching pumping. Joining gangs makes your child feel like they were a part of something. We live what we see in our environment. It's a cycle. My wisdom is spontaneous combustion. My brothers and sisters were all headed for self-destruction.
Oh my goodness. You got to snap and clap on that. Snap, clap. You know, Jermaine out there doing his thing. I want y'all to know that behind the camera, in front of the camera, he has some talent within him.
Right.
So just as he's interviewing everyone, listen, this guy got talent within him. Yes. So you might have to flip the mic so that y'all can see what you're dealing with here. And we are honored that we are here with you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Okay, now can you tell us about this wonderful book, The Innocent Seeds of Gods? What inspired this?
What inspired that was the revolutionary movement. When I wrote it, it was so, at times, so truthful, people thought it was too vulgar. Sometimes people look for vulgarity more than the truth.
Right.
So what I decided, since people didn't understand the concept, they didn't understand the book cover, I decided to write a children's book.
Okay.
I showed them I'm not about nothing
sides,
negative.
right.
I'm about everything positive.
Right.
And I got different sides to me. So that's what led to this book. And to me, it's a classic. But you know, anytime you come from the underground and you're doing your thing, people will never understand you. Sometimes people don't get it until you're done.
Right.
I hope I'm not one of those people.
No, you don't have that.
I mean, because there's people before me, they didn't get him until they was done. They didn't get Pac until he was done.
Right.
But you know what I mean? That inspired me to write this children's book and to show people I got multiple sides to me.
Okay.
And there's more books. I've written like 5 or 6 books.
All right.
Well, my daughter got it because I showed her this book.
Right.
She's like, "Oh, mommy, this is nice. How do you write a book?" She was very excited about it. Shout out to you, Destino. And we were reading the cereal poem. Right? And she just happened to be eating Fruity Pebbles and she found it hilarious. And she was touched that somebody wrote something so creative so that children can get it.
Kind of grasp
so
it.
you're
doing a good job.
People get it.
Yes.
People get it. Sometimes you don't always know that people get it. Sometimes people may not be willing to tell you, you know, that you're talented and you're doing great things, but people get it.
Right. It just makes me strive harder.
Right.
You know, I love being an underdog. I don't like everybody thinking that I'm so high on a plateau. I want to be the one where everybody doubts me. I need people against me in some type of way. I love the love as well, but I love being an underdog. I love people doubting what I've done because that's what made me who I am. And I don't regret any of my experiences that made me to who I am to this day. But at the end of the day, you know, everybody has a story and mine's is deep. You know, you just gotta look within my heart to see it.
Okay, that sounds like poetry right there.
Like
the brother just spitting all these
I can't help it. It's just
now, if people want to buy this book or any of the other 4 books that you have, how can they get the books?
Well, the other 4 books they're coming out.
Okay,
you know I'm planning on getting my own
how
independent.
can they get this one?
This one, you can go to authorhouse.com.
Okay.
You can go to amazon.com and you can go to barnesandnobles.com.
Okay, and do they search the title of the book or your name?
The Innocent Seeds of God's Story.
Okay.
You can go with Jermaine Ross, so you could Google me and it'll all pop up.
Nice, nice.
Very nice.
And do you want to, how much are the books?
This book is only $11.50.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
guys can get these books for your whole entire classroom. You got 20 kids in your classroom, and you know that there's the books that the schools are providing. It's not giving them the inspiration. Teachers do this all the time. They buy markers and pencils and pens for their students. Why don't you go ahead and buy this for your class? Let them be inspired. Go ahead and knock it out.
It can also become part of a book fair.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I like that.
So 21st century, how did you come up with Maine's World 365? Where did that come from?
Well, I would have to go back to the history of being on BronxNet. I started on Streetline. You know, I separated ties from them. I still got love for them. We're not on speaking.
Shout out to Streetline.
Shout out to Streetline.
Because without them, I still wouldn't be who I am right now. You know what I mean?
Okay,
but
so that's what upstarted Maine's World 365.
No, actually, I started working for New York Faces magazine.
Okay.
And after I started working with him, then I met Tyrone Harden at shout out to Tyrone Harden, my man, at Yankee Stadium. And from then on, he was like, "Yo, man, I think you could go underground and be on the internet and get mad hits." And I'm like, "Well,
right." You were like, "Something I want to do."
50 Cent did something.
Right.
Shout out to you, 50. We love you, 50
Cent. Listen.
Yeah, we need you. Damn it, okay.
Definitely doing deals. Don't be shocked.
Right.
It's a cancer connection.
Yes.
But that's how it all started. That's how it all started.
Shout out to the cancers.
Yes.
Because you know, you guys, you know I love y'all. Oh my God.
So it's like with the 50 Cent thing, I started thinking at least visually, like with video hosting, I could do that. Now it's like 93 uploads. We got like 50 unreleased interviews. There's a lot of things in the stash, and in a couple of weeks we're gonna start shopping this to the network. So hopefully we'll get picked up. Okay. So keep supporting Maine's World 365 on YouTube.
Yes, and if you guys are a part of Facebook, there's also, you have a group, right? What's the name of that group on Facebook?
Maine's World Followers.
Okay, and how do people get in there?
Somebody gave me a good idea. They tried to get me to change it to Maine's World Maniacs.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna run with that.
Okay.
For now, it's Maine's World Followers.
All right. So can anyone be in the group, or does a member have to put them in the group?
They have to be a member.
Okay, a member can put another person in the group?
No.
How do they get in the group?
They gotta be friends with me on Facebook.
Okay, so you need to.
Jermaine Rosser, JRMAINE, Rosser ROSSER. That's my government. Hit me on Facebook. and I'll add you to the group. It's nothing.
Okay.
Get your friends up. Get your friends up.
Yes. Damn.
So what is the ultimate goal for Jermaine Rosser?
The ultimate goal for Jermaine Rosser is to be one of the greatest overall entertainers that ever lived. My mentality is to come into this industry and show people they've never seen something that they're seeing. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
By the way I dress, the way I carry myself,
The whole package.
my poetry. Hopefully this will lead into acting.
All right,
I just don't want to stay stagnant and just stay with Maine's World 365.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think if you have a mentality, is it like a parable in the Bible? The man with 5 talents, God maximized them and he gave him 11. You know, and there was one man that only had 1. So God took it and gave it to the man with the 10.
You don't want nobody snatching your talent.
You don't want that.
Multiplication.
Yes, you want to keep that rolling
so
together.
it's like, I'm trying to conquer all things, but the main thing is Maine's World 365.
We're gonna put that into the atmosphere, and he's not gonna run away from Maine's World because you never know. Maine's World could be the next thing that's on Fuse TV.
Right.
Oh,
could be the next thing on BET. Shout out to all y'all. Okay,
Yeah.
Centric. Everything, HBO. Listen. Get at us. Get at him. So definitely, you know, we just definitely want the people to know how to get in contact with you and things like that. And is there anything else that you wanted us to cover today?
I just want to thank y'all for having me. That's number 1. Thank y'all for letting me touch bases on Maine's World. Hopefully people will subscribe on YouTube more because we need more subscribers. We need more Twitter followers. So if you feel in the videos, don't watch it just to watch the celebrity. Watch it to watch me too. Because I put in my work. You know what I mean? So
what's your Twitter information so that they can find you?
Twitter information is Maine's World 365.
All right.
And with that said, 21st century. Well, hold on. Is there any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, let me give a shout out to my man, always Tyrone Harden, executive producer of Maine's World 365. James Brown, publicist. Oliver Taylor. Camille Evans, they breakdancing right now. Camille Evans,
You said
James Brown.
and he's Spanish too. That's the crazy thing.
Hola,
James Brown. You know, that's the weirdest thing in the world and whatnot. So he rice and beans and maybe collard greens. But you know, at the end of the day, it's all good. Shout out to everybody that's supporting us, On the Rocks Entertainment for opening up the doors for me. And you know, and shout out to y'all, of course, for having me.
Listen, Air It Out Show, we airing out big things.
Yes.
Listen, it's a lot of firsts on this show, and he doesn't really get interviewed that much, and we have the honor and the privilege to have the man that
we broke his vagina.
Pause, not this. Well, we definitely excited. You're interviewing
for the year 2012.
For the show of 2012. Right here at the Air It Out Show, we have him. Maine's World, party time, excellent. Ow! Listen, get some Maine's World in your life.
Yes.
Okay? And with that said, Mr.
21st Century Maine's World 365,
Jermaine.
you have been
I don't know if from Ed I might be deaf though.